Hello guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'll be talking about how I made $2,200, which is approximately £1,700 in one single trade. And that trade was over a few days. The company in question was Hertz. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, Hertz suffered very badly. So it came to my interest when the share price dropped below $0.8. Previously, before the pandemic, it was trading I think around $26 per share, which is a massive fall for a company as big as Hertz. I started investigating the company and looked at something called its balance sheet. The balance sheet tells you as an investor how much asset, how much stuff they own, the value of all that stuff, and how much debt they have. When I saw this, I actually saw that if you minus the assets and the liabilities, which is all the debt, they still have just over $1 billion worth of assets left over. Now, for me, that still has some sort of value. If they've still got $1 billion worth of assets left over after they paid all the debts, and they did file for bankruptcy chapter 11. So I thought the price will go up for a very short period and then come back down and the company will go completely bankrupt. I bought 1,000 shares at $0.8, and in the next screen I'll show you exactly how I worked out the numbers and what all those numbers mean. Okay, in this part I'm going to talk about the exact numbers that I used to buy Hertz, as the numbers can be a bit confusing to some people. So initially I bought 1,000 shares at around $0.8, and I'll keep it in dollars just to make everything nice and simple. So that means the total value of my shares was $800. However, I did not pay $800. Brokers, especially when you're buying CFDs, they do something called leverage, or they give you something called leverage. Leverage is like when you go to buy a house. If the house is worth £100,000, you're not going to give the full £100,000. You'll probably pay a deposit. So let's say you give a 10% deposit. So you put down £10,000 and the rest of the £90,000 you're going to get a mortgage for. Brokers do something very similar. My broker gave me a leverage of 1 to 10, and they do it as a ratio. So what that means, if you do 1 divided by 10, that gives you 0.1 times 100 to get it into a percentage, 10%. I only had to put up 10% of the value, which was $80, to buy 1,000 shares. The reason why brokers do this is because it allows retail investors like us, people that don't have a lot of money to trade with, we don't have hundreds of thousands or millions. It gives us an opportunity to trade large amounts to make maximum profits. Just be aware though, it does increase or maximize the amount you can lose as well, because it's magnified everything by 10 times the amount. So your losses can be magnified times 10 as well. Okay, so with the 1,000 shares, I sold it at $3. Now my profit per share is the difference between $3 and 0.8, which gives me a difference of $2.2. Okay, so for every share I made approximately $2.2. So then if we do $2.2 times by 1,000, I made approximately $2,200, which is about £1,700. A lot of people would avoid trades like this, and rightly so, because it is incredibly high risk. But for me, I'm a person, I go by high risk, high reward. The higher the risk, the higher the reward. That's the reason why I was able to make so much money, considering buying 7,000 shares at $0.8. But I thought that is too extreme. I could completely blow my account and wipe out everything that I've made in profits. So I thought I'd be a bit cautious and go with 1,000 shares. But if I did go with 7,000 shares, I probably would have made around £12,000 in that one single trade. The higher the risk, the higher the reward. It's simple as that. And for me, I do safe bets, but occasionally I will go for the high risk trades. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that encourages you to start trading, because that is a very, very easy way for financial freedom for yourself. Please like and subscribe, as this encourages me to make more videos and it helps with the YouTube algorithm as well. Thank you.